Playing in the background, Absolute Lux, Black Magic. And of course, before that, a busy weekend taken from the likes of Barke Tagzin. Sagdin the DJ. Yeah, what is Majida Amabiano? Maybe learn that on the Mabia. 12 minutes after the hour 7 o'clock. Otherwise, we are hanging out Leba MDS. Kiborabelo Korabatla Barbella Fela Hormozilla Compiano, Baretsuaretse Ing, Itabras. Shabazet. Yeah, Charmagina, what do Mezinia, Scouts have. Hey, we are here as MDS. Yeah. What is Pinazella Zamanya Loquaya? I say Mutzerisna. Babula Ramon, Irene. Coale, that was Commissaire. It's already massive guys here. Right, so Rualamang Lamalama. This is Nati, one of the co-founders and directors. Yeah.
So I'm Shadrach Pasha, co-founder of MDS and chairperson.
Okay, this is Silo Hudson, the marketing director of MDS.
All right. Yeah. So Bile King MDS.
MDS, yeah. That's a very nice topic to start.
The co-founder, what it's MDS,
No, it's an interesting one. I mean, MDS, if you look at the name itself, the concoction of the meaning is found right there. If you read it from the backwards, it says the solution distribution to the masses. So beyond the services that we give, mainly we're providing solutions to the masses. Yeah, then that goes beyond to the services that we put forward. Yeah.
All right. What services or solutions are you talking about?
MDS, we actually specialize in diesel and then petrol, paraffin, and then jet fuel in demand.
Is it?
Yeah, the jet fuel. Is an airline petrol. Something like that, okay. And then in addition, MDS values includes transportations with major fuel components. Interest in South Africa. Yeah, interested in South Africa as a whole.
So MDS is simulating. For how long have you been in operation?
Man. That's a very good question, man. Basically, we've started the company back in 2017. So from there, I mean, we're just trying to search, which thing, what is it exactly that we can do that's gonna benefit us as the company. So we've tried, a couple of things, and then it didn't work out. So from there, we wanted to specialize in logistics. And then from there, we had to do our own analysis, and then we figured that, it's not gonna work at this stage. And then later, 2018, that's when we started with this thing of the fuel supply. So that's when we started to attack, and then we became aggressive with the petroleum in general.
Mara, why latile petrol? Or of the business to buy the petrol.
Yeah. Petrol, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a big step.
Big step.
Yeah, it's really fast. Understand?
Yeah. Now I'll agree with you. As the chairman has explained the details, so when we wanted to go into the logistics business, when we were doing the feasibility study, we discovered that almost 40% of your revenue goes into fuel. And then, if you look at the trucking industry at the moment, for every 2 kilometers that you travel, you spend about 1.5 liters of diesel. So that's the big cost. So it only leaves you with 60% to do all the other operations, which is very heavy. As visionaries, we decided to step back and say, why don't we be the ones supplying the industry with fuel instead of consuming that cost? So that is part of the solutions that we're bringing.
Okay, so what motivated y'all guys to establish the MDC? MDS. Sorry. MDS.
Yes.
The motivation behind my man, I think it was through the struggle in general. So, okay, let me just give you my background. By qualification, I'm a metallurgy engineer. So I've graduated back in 2015, and then from there I've been looking for employment.
Sure.
So in that particular field, I'm a man with no luck. So from there I started taking any job that came. You know the struggle, my man.
Yeah, who
Doing
be
those top take.
Sure. It's kind of difficult out there.
And then I've done other jobs in various industries. You know, pharmaceutical. Education industry. So, and then from there, that's when I started to realize that, you know what, man, since I'm actually a fast learner, because I mean, for all these industries that I've been engaged in, so I've actually been excelling.
Sure.
So I was like, you know what, how about we try something different? So instead of being the employees of these different companies, why not? Why can't we be, you know, our own bosses? Just be self-employed, guys. So hence we came with the concept of the MDS.
So talking about employment, how are you contributing to the country in terms of creating employment?
Okay, let me. I'll start by highlighting with the current stats. I mean, if you're looking at the unemployment, it has rose by 9.4%. That is the latest report. And it's not getting any better. That's the worry right now. Because if you're looking at the SONA, I mean, the government has promised 2 million jobs. That's for the next 10 years. So as we're looking, we have more than 10 million youth that is unemployed. So 2 million jobs is not just doing any justice. So now as MDS, as part of the solutions, we decided to initiate 25% profit sharing with the stakeholders. So that means if you come with us, you work with us, you help us to get clients, 25% of the profit is coming to you. And that's not just the once-off, because some people will call it a referral fee. But we building stakeholders. Because I'll just give you a background with the network marketing. Basically what they do, they get one person who's going to get the next person, and then they grow each other with levels. So if I have 2 people under me, I go up. That each person has to also bring 2 people. But now the person who makes money is the person at the top. So, but now we're designing similar model, but where everyone makes same money, which is the 25% profit.
Just to add on that, while it's still on the marketing division, yes, we also have created a project where we call it MDS Music, where there's guys that are producing songs, not precisely MDS songs, but we want to encourage the artists, the producers to produce songs and stuff, just to expose them, build the confidence of them, and then for the people to notice them out there. So that's part of just part of the MDS job creations.
That's amazing.
As a marketing, and we also use it as a marketing for the MDS.
All right.
By creating.
And there's, I mean, while we're still on the 25% commission, maybe most people may struggle to understand the concept. So let's say maybe you bring us a client who wants 100,000 liters of fuel. So let's say we as MDS, I'm just giving you a typical example. So maybe from our side, we are making 100,000 rand commission. So from you, as the stakeholder who brought the client to the table, so you're gonna get 25% of what we as MDS we are getting. So 25% of 100,000 rand is how much? It's actually 25,000.
Yes.
So imagine that amount is continuous. So for every time that the client orders, you get it.
You are now automatic.
As a stakeholder, yes.
So what qualifies one for at least a client? Do you just take anybody in jail, or the qualification the registration?
That's a very good question.
Company but what is a client? And then or ne nanga tlisetse client but okay sharp re want the qualifications how
What
in
do
the
you
sales
have, yes.
department
Yes.
so ke batla go itse gone gore what qualifies one to be able to bring clients to you.
I'm sure. No, man. That's a very good one, man. I'm sure our listeners are going to be interested in this question.
Sure.
So here's the thing, man. For you to qualify for this kind of benefits, you don't necessarily need any qualification. So here you qualify irrespective of the socio-economic background. So let's say maybe you have matric, and then this other one has got a degree, and then this one doesn't even have grade 5. But as long as you've got that burning desire to go all out and then search for that particular client, you're gonna be entitled to the 25% that we're talking about. 25%, my man.
Sure.
Whether
Guaranteed.
educated or not,
That's guaranteed. Eh?
it's guaranteed, my man.
25 days.
I think I've heard of any company that is sharing 25% with just stakeholders, you understand? Yeah, I think that's where...
So like, talking about stakeholders, like, who are some of the stakeholders that you are working with currently?
The stakeholders.
Yeah.
We have about 4 of them. Let me start with the ones who are specializing in the fuel. So we have the ones that are in logistics. So we call them fuel supply partners. So those ones are the ones with the financial muscles. So those are the guys who are in partnership with. So let's say maybe you're looking for 5 million liters of fuel. Those are the guys who are gonna come to the party.
Sure.
So to deliver and then to make sure that everything runs smoothly. So secondly, we also have stakeholders in what we call the business support services. So these are the people who actually ensures that the youth in particular benefit from this great initiative of MDS. This is how we help them. Let's say maybe you are a young aspirer. Maybe you've got the drive to be an implementer. Maybe you've got the drive to be an entrepreneur. Maybe you've got a very strong concept that you believe it can actually hit the national level. So we're gonna come as the MDS to partner with these guys to say, you know what, guys, so how do you see this business proposal? How do you see this business plan? This person wanna specialize in this. This is what this person is actually trying to achieve. So that's when we start giving you the funding. So depending on how our people in business support services are actually analyzing it. And then thirdly, we have what we call the sales representatives. So these are the people who are actually on the ground. These are the people who have spoken about that are actually bringing the clients. Those are the ones who are being entitled to the 25% that we have spoken about. So those are the stakeholders. I believe I've mentioned 3. And then there's the last one. We also have stakeholders in the music division group. So those are the ones where we have actually, since we've spent too much time in the townships, so we have actually noticed that, my man, there's a lot of talent there, man. So for now we are more focused on the music side of things. So
like in the music side, are you like more like a record label or something like that?
No,
That's where we're heading to.
that's where we're heading
Yeah.
to. We're planning on doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, so soon enough there will be an MDS studio where
A record label
everyone
or
can
something.
come. We assist people to just advance their dreams. Yeah.
And get their talent out there.
Yeah. All right. So let's say I'm very interested, ne? In working with you guys, ke batla ho tlisa client day and everything. But now when I check, can I lay clients, let's say it's a 5 or it's a 10. And are you guys gonna restrict me go tlisa client it's a 10 tseo? Le batla client ke tlise 1 fela kora le ra mar dimano hey o ja thata one ha tlise 1 or tse 2 khotsa nka no tlisa se 20 or tse 10 tse 55 a ke tso le bereka yang with regards to that.
You can bring as many as you can, brother. Yeah. The more the better, because we want to make sure that MDS gets to all provinces. And we have offices everywhere, and then we get as many people as we can in this project. Because once we establish a solid client base, we will then now move to our second phase of the business, which those people that have been making 25% from MDS, we want to give them the access to ownership to filling stations.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where we're heading to. That's why we need to start now, make sure that we equip people financially.
So where do you see MDS in the coming future?
In the coming future.
Yeah, where do you see MDS?
That's a very nice one. I think I must take off my glasses. Yeah, because MDS actually we have various stages where, like right now, we need people to make 25% from us. Once we have the solid client base and they start owning the filling station, we as the founders, we now want to move to a refinery. That's where we are heading to. Yeah, we want to be the one importing the crude oil and process it, all the distillation processes, and now we're able to supply that to our stakeholders who are owning the filling stations under the MDS that we've been working with throughout the years.
Okay, so like if I want to buy your products or I want to get in touch with you, like if someone is interested into buying your product on social media in terms of that, where do I get you?
Okay. They can visit our website. That's easy.
Okay.
That's www.massdistribution.co.za.
www.massdistribution.co.za.
Yes, that's our website. Ne? And then they can drop us an email on our email at info@massdistribution.co.za. That's our email. Ne?
Okay.
And then we also have a Facebook page.
Sure.
Which is Mass Distribution.
Mass Distribution.
Yes,
Facebook page.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they can also get hold of us on our telephone number.
Okay.
That's 087 510 8884. That's 087 510 8884.
So, like in conclusion, what would you like to say to the world out there right now as MDS?
Sorry, just to add on that one.
Okay.
They can also get a quote on our website. Yeah, there's a link there that says quote. They can get queries there for a quotation of anything they want to know.
So, what's the site? The website?
On our website.
Okay.
You just go straight to our website.
Mass
There's a link there.
Yes.
Okay. www.massdistribution.co.za. Yes.
Okay.
There's a link there that says code. Yeah, that's where
Okay.
they're gonna get all the queries.
Alright, so file gore mongwe can get hold of you, maybe wala phone and halara vid phone kgotsa o romela di email ha le reply or anything of that sort. The office tsa lena di ko kae mo ba ka le krang ko teng?
The officer.
Yeah.
They go to the board at the moment.
Report.
Yes.
Alright. Okay. And kana mantswa bofelo a le karatang go tloela baretsi ka ona ke amafe?
The last words.
Amafello ala o tswalla make sure we share stamp.
Yeah, man. Okay. The reason we have formed this company called MDS was through what you call the self-belief. So with self-belief, guys, that's where you need to start changing your state of mind. Remember, there's a lot of people who are currently unemployed. Most of them, maybe they've been unemployed for maybe the past 5 years. Other ones are even 10 years. Most of our fellow brothers and sisters are actually losing hope in terms of employment. So what I'm proposing to you guys is that let's start fitting our thoughts with positivity. So we as MDS, we are reaching out to you to say, irrespective of what you have studied at school, irrespective of your social background, irrespective of your socio-economic status, we are saying you can do this. Getting a client is not going to be a problem. The problem is to get started. Take the first step. Work with us. Help us to help you to make money. So we believe it's easy. So imagine if you speak to one person on daily basis, prospecting about this initiative of fuel. Imagine if maybe in a year you manage to get 4 clients that they're actually paying you 10,000 rand each. Imagine in a month you have a collective amount of 40,000 rands. So will you still consider that job that you've been hunting for? The answer, I believe, is no. So what I'm saying is, opportunities are there, guys. You just need to create them.
Okay, just to add on that, I would say in life you just need to believe, no matter what, never diverge from what you believe in. I mean, my background as well, I'm an engineer and I've been through a lot. I mean, at the younger age, I was privileged enough to be part of an initiative where we used to own a franchise with my uncle. So that's where I've learned most of the skills that I have today. But going forward, things have been up and down, but I never ever gave up on what I believe in.
To cut it in short, then the guys are trying to say everybody must just leave the fear aside. Stop being having that fear that can I do this? Is it going to work? Are they going to listen to me on MDS when I bring a client? Have that faith, believe in yourself, and then look for clients. Be a stakeholder. We are giving everybody an opportunity to be a stakeholder and make money. Mass distribution solutions. So we're trying to give out the solutions to the people
and giving out to the community.
As well.
Sure. I like it. I like the initiative.
Okay.
Master Cheng, any last words?
And I'm so happy for Kibona black people, especially young black people. Because how level industry, especially industry it's and then the business the companies already exist. Companies since the benefit from the apartheid era. So I like it very much, and I'm honored, inspired, motivated when I see young black people. So yeah, I think Lena, I'm gonna be joining them soon. Yeah, I'm gonna be joining them soon. Yeah,
that's the spirit.
25% the joke.
That's the spirit.
Imagine if it is a client 1 million. Gra 250. Gra 250. So yeah, I think it's something along. I consider, especially the salesperson plus or it's more melody but to sales. First time specialize so I don't think it's gonna be difficult for because her level happy the taxi driver did petrol and everything each and every day basta the petrol the poroporan jalla the petrol lerena ralla the petrol because the affect takes. So I think it's gonna be a great it's a great initiative looking at the fact happy liberty taxi so
it's affect as well petrol.
Yeah, one so the issues solution MDS is a solution, mass distribution solutions, solution. So let's take the solution and they are not just selling.